we were just talking about how, it seems in life like you have guys who are talented, and you have guys who are knowledgeable, and guys who are nice, but rarely all three. Cameron seems to be all three.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what that's like as an actor to kind of? It seems like he's like just a one-man army, one-man.
Yeah, it's sort of marriage made in heaven.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, you get to laugh and cry and look terrific all at the same time.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty incredible to be led by someone who has such a set of skills, and on top of that is that charisma and that
enthusiasm
that just leaks all the way through the entire production. So everybody shows up to work, and we're all so excited to get to help tell the story.
That's the tone, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Is it funny to have that, level of joy in the creator and yet have material so dark? Like, does it kind of like, is it helpful in a way? Because, because you're going to such a dark place, does it help to like put everything in perspective when you come back out to have this enthusiasm behind it?
Well, no, I think that it's not as dark as what you read in the papers. It's really not. I mean, it's scary. I'm more appalled by that. And so if we're doing a story about an apocalypse, at the end of the day, you think, I love the sky and the birds and the flowers and the trees. It just heightens one's appreciation of what we've got.
Yeah.
So even as we're destroying it.
Like what we said earlier, he makes chorus and it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
There's a deep, beauty behind all of the blood and the white blood.
That's a wonderful contradiction.
Seeping,
So we're not quite sure at this point where your character's going and how he fits into the whole thing. If we haven't read the books,
right?
So, what can you tell us?
Well, I think if you've watched even just off the second episode, you see that he's kind of he's like a meticulous, powerful soldier of sorts. He has he has a special set of skills, and that's a bad impersonation, but and perhaps he will apply these skills in that kind of obsessive, meticulous kind of manner that he has in approaching rat killing towards killing larger, blood-sucking vermin in the future.
Talk about getting involved in the show and kind of how you came to it, what you read to make you interested in it, and kind of why you wanted to go with the characters that you wanted to do. And that kind of thing.
Well, I read a bit about the Hearsts, and I was interested that in, I think it was 1908, they were seriously contemplating buying Mexico. So that's only a question of scale. A person who's that powerful, has that amount of cash. So, the idea that somebody could pretty much destroy humanity in pursuit of immortality doesn't, it's just a bit more of an effort, perhaps, than buying a whole country. But that sort of research I found quite interesting. Corporate power is probably the prime power in the world today, probably more powerful than governments. So that was interesting.
Had you seen Kronos, and did you recognize the connection between Guillermo's earlier character in terms of pursuit of immortality, greed, and so on?
It's been so long since I watched it, I can't remember. That's a straight, fair answer.
So straight from the script and direction.
Yeah. Script, books, graphic novels. I mean, so much is laid out for us. So we just get to filter it through our beings and try to live up to the challenge.
You ready for 5 seasons?
And by no means are the books being rigorously followed. They are an absolute. So much of what's in the books is in the series, but then there are departures which I think are very, very curious, very interesting.
You think in 5 seasons? Believe
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope
that would be nice.
I'll take that.
Awesome. Were you guys horror fans before this? Were you fans of the genre? Or?
I've been a really big fan of the genre for a long time. I've worked in a lot of sci-fi and horror over the years.
Some classics.
Yeah, and to be a huge fan of Guillermo's and see these amazing worlds, universes that he creates, it's to be a fan of the genre and to get to work with him, who to me does it like really well. Pretty exciting.
I like apocalyptic stuff. I have to say now I'm thinking about it. There's a writer called John Brunner who's written, you know, The Sheep Look Up
Shockwave Runner
and Stand on Zanzibar.
Yeah,
These are major kind of terrific sort of
60s
world issues.
novels.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I suppose I'm a fan of the genre.
Well, you've done a tad bit of fantasy in the past. So you've done a tad bit of fantasy in the past.
Yeah, Bill.
Jumanji.
Yeah, that was
That was sweet.
You're great.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was filmed
fun.
in my hometown.
Just
so-
aging psychopaths.
Yeah.
Becoming a byline. That was glorious.
It was fun. My family was very happy.
So you're used to, from that experience, and especially playing two roles, you're used to special effects and makeup and...
Yes. And as I was saying to somebody, the 3 hours in the chair, terribly lovely, sort of lovely preparation for lying down, which my character does for an awful lot of the time. Just gets on that gurney, gets into that penthouse, lie down, shut up, and just say a few lines, and then go home. Heaven.
You don't look at the over 30, so...
Is the rest of the cast ever envious of that situation? You know, when they're scurrying about.
They're a bit tight-lipped about it, actually.
They're planning a revenge.
They're down there
running around
hacking their way through blood and gore and sewers and rats.
having Braddock's blown into our face.
Just look at New York. As the lights slowly go out.
Good. Oh, thank you so much.